Favorite rapper, Future, boy. Future, what's up, boy? Favorite rapper, Future, boy. Future, what's up, boy?
Man, don't play with Thugger like that, man. That ain't P, you heard? Young Thug was not feeling that at all, y'all. Hit the comments. What do y'all think about that, man? It's Coffee back again. How you guys doing out there? Y'all know how we do it, man. We get up into the news, and we got so much right now, man. I'm highly motivated to bring y'all this news and, extremely intrigued to see what the people got to say about these different topics. Real talk, Thugger was like not feeling that. I mean, no one wants to be mistaken for someone else, He fluxed with Future. Obviously, I'm pushing P's. I believe it's Gunna, Thugger, and Future, but still, I'm me. You know what I'm saying? I feel them on that. Let me know if y'all do as well. But man, y'all see that footage there? It goes down in New Orleans. You heard? That ish looked crazy and super active. You seen that red car pulled up right on the road, and two cats jumped out, strapped, ready to wet up that white truck. And you see the white truck made moves and was just gone. Audi 5000. Looking like some for real life GTA. People love saying that, man. Yo, he was playing GTA in real life. They really were in this situation, but the individuals in the white truck will live to see another day. And speaking of New Orleans, MP to Don, Master P himself has decided to clap back at WACK 100. You know what I mean? We see he responded to WACK in a grown man type of way. For real, what was all that BS and flunkery about with WACK anyways? Nick Cannon's got more money than Master P, and Master P don't own it. Cut it the fuck out, WACK. For real, comment, y'all. Let me know if you guys feel that way as well. I mean, I know people, get at me sometimes yo, you're always on WACK. I mean, come on, man. Look at the BS he does. Master P's a living legend, and I just didn't understand him taking shots at P, but apparently he had an agenda and a plan and a strategy behind all this, and according to WACK, it was to help Master P. Now, maybe he's mocking P. Y'all let me know what you guys think, but like I said, he responded in the grown man type of way, but now he remixed one of his classics, Ghetto D, into a WACK 100 diss track. Jump in the comments and let me know if y'all have heard this. I ain't gonna front, I ain't heard it, but peep what WACK had to say about this. He said, "Lil old me got P back on his feet," and then a bunch of claps, round of applause, good for you, Master P. I must have struck a nerve. Okay, now rebuild and regroup, and one more thing, keep Nick's name out your mouth. Valley, the truth can never be considered disrespect. So he's mocking him, you know what I'm saying? But where do we even start with this comment? For real, does this rub y'all the wrong way to see him going at Master P still? You know what I'm saying? Being all petty. I want to see, speaking of pettiness, I want to see WACK 100 and 50 Cent get petty and go back and forth exchanging shots. You know what I mean? Obviously, I'm not trying to see cats beef with each other. This is just Instagram and social media jabs. But, WACK loves to do that. But we know 50 Cent is the king of that. But to be honest, though, WACK has took shots at Fifth before, and Fifth, paid him no mind, you ain't on Fifth's level, WACK. And to be frank, and real talk, eat a frank, WACK. But to be frank, WACK ain't on Master P's level neither. I know he's doing this whole Cash Money thing, signing these artists. He wants everyone to know constantly he's the new Suge Knight, but this is just, you get no points for this kind of lame-ish, in my opinion. And then him mocking Master P, okay, ooh, you're back on your feet, you're motivated now. Well, how about you rebuild and regroup and all that? And, before, a couple years back, when he was taking shots at P, he was kind of trying to act like No Limit was a failure. P just got out when he got out, man. Fuck out of here. But I want to hear that diss track. Once again, let me know if y'all heard it. Master P need to send a goon to just lay WACK 100 out like Ed Reed did here in this soul clip. Y'all see that, man? Ed Reed, you see the caption. He was mad as hell they didn't call that face mask. So he said, yo, let me take this in my own hands. You don't want to throw a flag? Well, how about this? Flag on the play. Hold that down. Ed Reed just, got mad, shook it off, and just focused, ran full speed, and gave it everything he had. If it, like Master P sent a goon that WACK like that, I bet you, they would blow WACK. WACK would end up on a walker, right? He'd end up getting his hip blown out if he got hit like that. But speaking of tempers, man, let's go back in time a little bit of history, some forgotten history, and we know, Dr. Dre would love for this to be forgotten for all time. Shout out on this date in hip hop. I truly love that Instagram account. Like they kill it with the daily hip hop history. And if y'all recall, way back, actually it was yesterday because now it's the 28th. It's past midnight, but the 27th of January, way back in 91, Dr. Dre bumped into D Barnes, who was a radio personality in the hip-hop world, media personality for the radio. She worked for K-Day. She was on TV. She was also a rapper herself, and I believe a female rap duo. I think it was like Body and Soul or whatever. Let me know if y'all used to rock with D Barnes music at all. But Dr. Dre was heated, as this is back when NWA and Ice Cube were beefing Hard Body. And a lot of people pointed out that they left this out of the NWA biopic movie, which, I mean, what do y'all think about that? Should they have included it? Or, was it better left out and forgotten? But during, when this beef was going on, Cube had left NWA, and they did like a dual episode where she had interviewed NWA, and she had also interviewed Ice Cube, and the episodes were edited together. Even though it wasn't at the exact same time, I guess it kind of came off that way. And when Ice Cube, NWA was taking shots at Cube, D Barnes said like the energy was like high octane. Not her words, I'm paraphrasing, but they was, turned up on some beef-ish, throwing a lot of jabs at Cube. And then when Cube got interviewed, he disrespected NWA, threw some shots at them, but also took a shot at the DOC and mocked his voice. And, Dr. Dre was not happy about that at all. If you guys remember, the DOC was in a really, really almost fatal car wreck, and it destroyed, I believe it like crushed his larynx or whatever, his voice box, if I'm not mistaken. But shout out to DOC, man, as I've been stating, in a lot of my commentary over the past, 4, 5, 6 months regarding Dr. Dre, DOC, Eminem, Snoop, the whole team has been in the lab with Dre. Like I said, it's like he's back focused ever since he had the aneurysm and went through this divorce stuff. It's like he's back focused on recording music. And DOC was in the lab as well, so I can't wait to see what comes of that. I mean, I know we've seen him, I believe he is on that GTA EP, the contract, but I wanted, like I keep saying, I hope that's not all the music we get from Dre. We need much more than that after all this wait. I mean, we did get that Compton album, but I don't know. Anyways, back to what we're talking about here. Dre was heated about that. And, some time later, he bumps into D Barnes at a party, like an industry party, and allegedly slapped her. And we'll just leave it at that. But reportedly, it got very ugly. Dre had to be like pulled off her. Supposedly there was a strap pulled. It was a whole wild situation. If you guys remember on Guilty Conscience with Eminem threw some bars in there. Like, what do you say when, because they're going back and forth talking to the different people caught up in these dilemmas and everything. And the one dude who caught his wife cheating, Eminem said, "You gonna take advice from somebody who slapped D Barnes?" And then Dre hemmed him up, and he's talking about temper, Mr. Dre, Mr. NWA, Mr. Ray K coming out of Compton, y'all better make way. Or my bad, coming straight out of Compton, y'all better make way. But you know, it was like that was some time had passed, and Dre has apologized and everything, but you know, I don't know. I wonder like if that was Eminem's idea or Dre's idea to throw that in the track. But ultimately, you know, the aftermath of this was charges were pressed on Dr. Dre by D Barnes. You know, assault charges. He ended up pleading no contest, getting sentenced to like a $2,500 fine, 240 hours of community service. I believe he had to do a public service announcement. And that handled the criminal side of things. But D Barnes sued Dre for $22.75 million. And she had said that her doing this, pressing charges on Dre and everything, even though what happened, you know, she was the one that was blackballed, according to D Barnes. For those who've been fans, who've been around, you know, paying attention to everything in the hip-hop world for all these years, do you think that was true, that D Barnes was indeed blackballed because of this situation? But like you said, he got off easy as far as the criminal charges, a fine, community service, making a PSA or whatever. But as far as the civil suit, they settled out of court. No dollar amount was ever reported, but makes you wonder how much Dre paid, man, because she was asking 22.75 M's. That's a lot of brethren. But yeah, once again, this was way back January 27th, 91. Jump in the comments, like I said, and let me know if you remember that whole situation. And then last up, this is some big news. This is some dope news. I'm very excited for this. I actually made a video reporting on this like over a year ago. I'm not going to say it was 2 years ago, but it was definitely over 1 year ago. And that is Paid in Full 2. So back when I reported on it then, it was just, you know, word was Paid in Full 2 was on the way. And it's a for real sequel, not one of those like Belly 2, you know what I'm saying? Like, remember that with the game, and rest in peace, Omar from The Wire. You know, not a true sequel where someone just buys the rights to use the name. And then it goes not straight to DVD anymore. We know that DVDs still do exist. Jump in the comments and let me know if you still cop DVDs when you're in the store, when you're at Walmart, and like they got the $5 bin. I mean, now sometimes it's even the $4 bin, and you see some Blu-rays up in there as well, man. Blu-rays did not take off like they were supposed to, huh? But yeah, I'll still cop some DVDs here and there, even though it's all we're living in this streaming world nowadays, you know what I mean? But I don't know, I miss physical copies, just like we're always talking about with CDs as well. Shit, who buys CDs also? Drop a CD or a DVD in the emoji in the comments if you still flock with the physical copies. But back to what we're talking about here, it's a for real sequel. No BS. Back then, word was just that it's coming. Now you see Dame Dash has announced that it's already begun filming in Brick City, Newark, New Jersey. You see Dame even got in the comments on this post that Hot 97 threw up about, you know, Paid in Full 2 being in production, confirming, you know, that this for real, this ain't no games, you know, no cap. And you see Dame also said that it's going to be off the hook. Now, first up, I just got to point out and say, man, once again, R.I.P. Alpo. As we know, Alpo was in witness protection, but still wanted to come around Harlem and everything. You know, he was taking pictures, was like a celebrity. It was such a wild situation with Alpo, you know, like the whole snitching side of things, the enemies that he had, a lot of bodies under his belt. And, you know, it was just wild, but he was coming around and people were still flirting with him. But we know he ended up getting killed. What was that, Halloween? Although reportedly, you know, not confirmed, but word is it didn't have anything to do with all the wild ish that went down with Alpo's life. Reportedly, it was over a girl that he was messing with. I don't know. But, you know, imagine if Alpo was still here when Paid in Full 2 premieres. I can picture Alpo and Killer Cam, you know what I'm saying? Rico and Alpo at the premiere, turning up and everything. I don't know. That would have been lit. But what I wonder is, and once again, R.I.P. Alpo, but where are they going to go with the storyline? You know, I thought of this back then, a couple of years back or a year and a half back, whenever the fuck it was, when they announced that Paid in Full 2 was coming. I was like, you know, is it going to continue off the Paid in Full actual storyline? Like, where will they go with this story? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Jump in the comments and let me know what you guys think, your thoughts on it all. If you're excited for this, Paid in Full, classic movie, man. Very tragic story. You know, obviously a true story, but very tragic. R.I.P. to all those as well. Like I'm saying R.I.P. to Alpo, but come on, we got R.I.P. Rich Porter, everyone else, you know, who like the film was based off of or portrayed their likeness, you know, who was killed or, you know, affected by the deaths in the movie and just everything else that went on. It was a very wild, tragic story, but Paid in Full 2 on the way. I'm excited. Already in production. I'm hoping this thing's here within at least 6 months. Who knows, though? We'll have to wait and see. But that concludes the news, y'all. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. It's been Coffee with another one, man. Lots of topics. Like I told y'all in the beginning, man, I was motivated to bring you guys this one. You know, a lot of interesting stuff going on. So look forward to talking with y'all in the comments. New viewers, make sure to subscribe. Stay tuned. It's Coffee. We drop content every day. We talk music, news, sports, current events, life, and much more. And I'm gone, y'all. Peace.